tiger stripe, woodland, coyote. We just started building these today. They're starting to come off the line. There's a few more of them floating around. Mesh pockets, woodland, pals on the back. Mesh pockets, coyote, Velcro back, large and small. These knife stands, this one is glow in the dark. More hangers, these are the compact hangers for your gear and rigs. Butt packs, more butt packs. Black, OD black, and tiger stripe mini kits. Woodland mini kits. Black, small, mesh pockets, Velcro backed. Out on the floor, we are currently running more BBD bags. We will have a video out to accompany the BBD bags showing all the different uses for them, some of the different uses, and how you can scale those and load those out. That video will probably come out Friday. It'll probably go live Friday. M1 Grand chest rigs, 308 micro rigs, more BBD bags, more butt packs, padded suspender sets, M1 Grand chest rigs. Didn't I just see M1 Grand chest rigs over here too? M1 Grand chest rigs. Do I have fucking 2 batches of these things cut? Modular split fronts. Okay, so that's not 2 batches. Good. These cats are driving me crazy. I am kittened out. I think I'm kittened out. This is the new shirt for this week. This is what it looks like on the back. Full-size logo on the back, same logo on the front. Y'all get your credit cards ready. The new fanny pack mini. Oh yeah. I don't think we've shown them any of that yet. Want to see some cool stuff? Let's see. All right. Same multi-tool pouch. Taller Leatherman signal. Some of you guys have seen these. They've been around for a long time. This is the second one that I bought because I have lost the first one. I don't know what that does. I assume it's just to tether. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of nail puller. I don't know what it is. There's a ton of shit on here that I'll probably never use. It does have a fire starter and flint built in. I really like the color of it, but it has... I cannot even fucking get that thing. I guess I shouldn't have chewed that nail off. How the fuck could I even open that? I don't know how to get this out of here. This bit bar piece, there it goes. I guess you got to open the one next to it to get it to kind of pop out of there. I don't know. We're gonna have to revisit that. But Leatherman's got these bit pieces here, and they take these flat bits. We've talked about these before. This is an extension bar for that, and then they have the ratcheting bar also. It goes in that, and then you can put 1/4 inch bits or these half bits. It'll hold both. But this thing here is pretty cool. It is actually a little micro ratchet, and this bar will go in so that you've got this little ratchet, or you can use that bar on the back of this ratchet for more leverage. And it's got a a reverse on there. This is just an extension. These cards right here, I bought all of the cards that Amazon had. We've been using these Leatherman cards, and they come with, if I remember right, it's 10. It's 10 bits. And you can put both bit cards inside this multi-tool pouch like that. And then you can put your bit bar on the side, or your ratcheting bit bar. And then the bulkier, as you get bulkier, they take more items. But where did I have this? I had this right here. Let's get that put back away. This is your release back here. It's very easy and accessible. Maybe I'm just retarded on how to get that out of there. It's fucking cats. But here's the signal, and the signal will fit right back inside with both bit cards and with the extension. We can change that out for the bulkier ratcheting extension, just like that. And then could you put this in here? No, you really can't. The bulkier items, you're going to lose one of those. If you want to use all four, you're going to run a smaller multi-tool in there. But it still has plenty of adjustment. They come PALS belt, like they come PALS attachment on the back, so you can use a malice clip. But then you can get the additional belt attachment, which is, I think it's $2 or $4, $5. It's in the drop-down menu, and then you can put it on there just like that. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then that's the titanium charge. This one's a little more compact, and these are Cosmedge. These are not the Leatherman trays. It's another brand, I'd say off-brand maybe, but not Leatherman brand. And these fit in there also. They're just a slight bit taller, and these hold 22 bits between the two instead of 10 and 10. These hold 11 and 11 and still have another slot, and you can totally put your multi-tool in there with them and still fully closes. So these, I think, are a little cleaner. Could you fit two trays in one slot? No. Especially not these ones. These ones are a little fatter. These are kind of cool too. These drive trays here, these bits are super tight in here. But these drive trays here have a bit holder on the end. So you could use this as the driver also. So maybe you carry these in your EDC stuff in addition to these. And I guess it really depends too, like what bits you actually think you need to carry. Like a lot of these, some of these are Allen keys, and some of them are stars, like Torx. So you can see the difference here between the two. Cost-wise, I'm not sure cost-wise the difference between them. I feel like these were a little less expensive actually. But as far as putting two trays in here, could you get two trays in there? No, you're not getting two. You're definitely not getting these Cosmo ones. Could you get two of these? No. And if I made it big enough to do that, you're gonna lose something, right? Could I make the pouch bigger so that you could put more shit? We could, but then when you put less shit, the other stuff isn't as secure, right? I think I'm at a happy medium right here, 4 slots. And with 4 slots, using, and some of them go in one way or the other a little easier too. So there's 2 trays, the 2 Leatherman trays. Here's the signal. Here is the ratcheting bit driver, right? And it'll go in one way or the other a little easier. And you're at capacity right there. Could you put something else in here? Sure. It's going to scratch up your signal, your Leatherman tool or whatever. That's really it, right? If you want to carry something more, then you're going to pull this bulbous ratcheting piece out. You're going to run a bit extender and maybe space pin, right? And then we're back in there. But this is kind of the limiting factor. And now that's with this bigger multi-tool, right? This is the signal. If we go back down from this one to this one, now you can put all four in there, right? We can get all four. Could we get that with that ratcheting bit driver? And again, depending on the direction, right? Because it's kind of rounded on that end. We can put them all in there. It's tight. I would lose one of the cards or the pin, right? You're gonna have to sacrifice something to be pleased with it. Can you get them all in there? You can. Are you going to want to? I don't think you're going to want to. Price of diesel jumped 40 cents overnight in some areas. They trying real hard to go to war with tax money. It has nothing to do with it. And of course, what the fuck do I know, right? I don't look at the price of fuel. I go to the gas station, the fuel station that is the newest, that has the highest rate of changeover, and looks to be the safest at the time when I'm going there. I'm never going to a fuel station in the hood. I'm never going there where there's some shit bags just standing around, where the trash is overflowing. I'm going to go where it's well lit. Nowadays that means LED lighting and a newer fuel station. Generally, I'm going to go to one of the privately owned one locally, or I'm going to go to the interstate to a massive truck stop like Pilot or something. I'm not cognizant of the price of fuel. And I know somebody's like, that's because you drive whatever. Motherfucker, I got a 42-gallon fuel cell in several, between 35 and 42, several of my trucks. I have several vehicles that I've added extended takes to. It doesn't matter. I'm never going to alter my day-to-day life based off of the cost of fuel. And I say this as somebody, when I left California 20 plus years ago, fuel was $5 a gallon when we left. It didn't change shit. If we're a pissing and moaning about 40 cents on fucking gas, you need to fucking make more money. Like, that's literally all it comes down to. Make more fucking money. There are people here in this town that drive 30 minutes to the next town to save 10, 13 cents on fuel. That's because those motherfuckers don't have a job. Like, they can just go fuck around like that. And I don't even know who said that about the cost of fuel. But it don't fucking matter. Make more fucking money. Like, the time we're fucking spending maneuvering over some gas, or I'm gonna go fill my fucking gas tank up because gas is gonna go up $1 this week. And really, motherfucker? Like, sure. I have 900 gallons of fuel on my property. That might make a little bit of difference at $1 a gallon difference, $900, okay, if we're going to use it anyways. Most people have bulk fuel, and the fuel is going to go bad before they ever use the fuel. It's not in a manner that you're not going to have condensation and water and such in it. And do what you're going to do. It's your fucking money. You made the money. Figure out some way. Can you not make another $100 today? Like literally, can you not find $100 today? I want you to look at shit like that. Are we going to war? Yeah, we're going to war. Do you and I have any say over it? We do not. Would you and I know we are in war or in a conflict in the Middle East if it wasn't for this? And if it wasn't for this, how much time have myself, I spent 4 fucking hours today doing a podcast talking about shit in the Middle East mostly, because it's what we build content off of. That content drives traffic where people buy this, and it drives traffic to people that show up on my 9 o'clock live where I sell all of this shit, right? I've been doing this for 35 years. I have all of these sewing machines. We build all of this shit. So I guess I kind of have a fucking excuse for it. But let's say you talked 2 hours this week. Let's just give you 2 hours this week talking about current events in the Middle East that you and I we can't even prove it's happening, right? Because for every piece of content you see of hotels getting drone struck in Dubai, there's 10 pieces of content of motherfuckers in Dubai saying nothing's going on. Could you use that 2 hours out of the day to make some more money or do something, right? If we think fuel's going up, we're going to war, could we all agree that when fuel goes up because of the cost of petrol fertilizers and lack of petrol fertilizers and fuel for combines and all the planters and pickers and shit, right? Would you be better off with a garden? In 2 hours each week, could you grow something that you would help consume? Could you grow enough of a surplus of it to where you could pickle it or can it or somehow preserve it? Let's go back to the beginning here. 78 online, guys. There's 40 thumbs up. I need you to double tap that screen and bump that number up there. You see all these people on this live right here with stars next to their name? Those are members. Do you see all the people without stars? Those are not members. It costs $5 to be a member. We put out a podcast every week that's between 90 minutes and 2.5 hours. And then immediately after that, every week, we record a members-only video. And that is very similar to the podcast video, but it is driven off of the comments of the members. So that video almost never goes out to the public. We do that once a week. And it is about whatever you guys want to talk about or know about or whatever knowledge you think we have. And those are members. So the most common comment we get on the podcast video is, I love these videos. I wish you put them out sooner. We put them out every week. They come out free to the general public hours, months later. So, Brandon, what's up? Webdad, what's up? Zach, Kiri, hey, what's up, Kiri? Kenneth Stacy, what's going on? Seaside, Virginia Divorce, good to see you today, dude. Tom Anon Bear, what's up? Dean, what's up? James Young, Vince Vega, Hamster, hey Hamster, what's up? Josh, what's up, dude? Monroe Fire Resident, Kirby, how are you, Kirby? Martinson Family Farm, Kenneth Stacy, what's up? Nathan West, what's going on? All right, I'm going to skip all the rest of these. We'll go to the bottom. If you have a comment that you wanted me to address, just replace it in there. Also, the members and Patreon members, I have a ton of stuff. We put it up once a week. I put 20 or so items generally on SOE Quick Ship. Anybody can see that. But when I post that, I make a list of everything I posted, and I put it up for members only on YouTube and on Patreon. And that is only for the members. I click the button, member content only, so they get notified of it. So generally that stuff sells only to members, because by the time normal people see it, it's already sold out. Hegseth looked and sounded good this morning. He always does. General Kane was solid. Fidgety. I liked what I heard. Schwaffle, what's up? Blake Clifton, you see my email about the med bag day? I didn't. The truth is, I'm not even checking emails. What did it say, Blake? What's up? Med bag day pack. Early notice on SOE Quick Ship drops alone. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool shit, especially this week. We put a ton of cool shit up. It sold, in a couple hours. It was almost all gone. Bob Lester, what's up, dude? $100 bill is the new 10. That's very true. That's very true. Silver and gold did not go up in price. The value of the dollar went down. Gas Neck of the Woods goes up every Wednesday and down every Monday. Yeah, every weekend it goes up for some reason, especially at the interstates. But I still fill up when I need to because I can't walk 75. Exactly. Yeah, Pride G. You want to definitely use Pride G or Pride D if it's a diesel product. If you guys, all you guys heard of Staybill and Seafoam, that's all bullshit. Look at Pride G and Pride D. It's what the United States military uses. It does what the other things are supposed to do. Staybill doesn't keep your gas good. It keeps it from varnishing and gumming up your carburetor when it sits there over the winter. It's for small engines and shit. When I'm not traveling, I use the same 2 fuel stations at home and constantly fill both vehicles on a weekly basis. Yeah, and I mean, always keep them over half. I mean, how many times has something just happened that you weren't planning on happening? So why not just keep them over half? When they're half, if you're driving home, I know a lot of guys on the way home from work or whatever don't want to stop and have to stand there and fill up, but just get in the habit of doing it. When you're there buying a piece of pizza at Casey's gas station or whatever, just run the pump. Just fucking top that shit off. Strawberry cream aminos. Let me know how that, not a bad taste, not bad cold. Oh, cool. Gas always goes up right before we travel. Arkansas next week for the ruckus. Looking forward to seeing how all my new product. Yeah, that'll be good to see. Because that's a very different. There will be some crossover, but there will be a lot of people there that you have not been exposed to. Bear's calling for 1,000. Let's say he only gets 50%. That's 500 people, most of which paid to attend, took time off of work, right? And like Ruckus, there's no business can be done on Saturday because of the, because they keep the Torah, I believe is the correct way to say it, right? No business on Saturday. You have a qualified group of people that have spent money and time and taken time and effort off of work. Those are qualified potential customers. Mr. Mark, bye. Goodbye. Probably good riddance. Any I don't know what you're taking off. Goat beard. Hey, go ahead and suck a cock on your way out, Mr. Mark. Anybody with a cartoon picture that represents them to the world, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure your life is as fucked as your presentation on the internet. I always go to Buc-ee's or Love's. Yeah, I like Love's. Bathrooms are clean every 115 miles. Yep, I like Love's. I like Pilot. Trying to get my old Morse 1959 machine running this evening. Genome machine is too common. So I don't know either of those machines. I've never owned one, the brand, or I don't even know. I've heard of Genome. I've never heard of Morse, though. Tell my wife all the time to not let it get less than half a tank. Yeah. Gun range last week. They were eyeing my shotgun cards, asking me where I got them. Nice. Any idea when you will run multicams? I don't know. Are you the dude that keeps asking? I have seen people or somebody ask about multicam CQB subloads in email, in private message, on posts. I don't know. We're super low on multicam right now. We're not running anything in multicam. Could be a week, could be a couple of weeks. We're cutting up tons of shit in Tiger Stripe, tons of shit in multicam black right now, tons of shit in Woodland. Hit and miss engine. I don't know anything, but I'm fascinated by them, Matt. I've only seen them on the internet. I've never come across one that I'm aware of. I've never seen anybody actually running one, so it wouldn't have drawn my attention. There's no room for MREs, water, ammo, and other gear Marines carry in traditional med bags. Is there a way to sew onto the front of a med bag pockets from the day pack so it's med bag day pack? No, not without making a whole brand new bag. And there's a reason people don't do that, right? What are we going to do? Put the MREs on the front and put the weight out? I guess in a medical bag, it's going to kind of be even too, because you're probably carrying a lot of fluids. Although I guess that depends on how high speed of a medic you are, how much fluid you're carrying nowadays. My buddy's grandpa had a ice cream maker with a hidden. That's fucking cool, dude. Amish dude up here has one. That's cool, man. Blue Eddy. I have Blue Eddy power stations. I do. Yeah, I have a whole stack of them. Am I still using? Yes, I am. I also bought some Harbor Freight ones. I've never even charged them. They're still in the boxes. I just like them because they were red. I think you can see all these review videos right now on power stations. I think they're all fucking pretty good. There's things you're going to like better about the higher dollar ones for sure. But I mean, I saw Bear had a Jackery, the orange one, right? Which was thought to be the lesser one. They sent it to him. And I saw he had it, like, he was out in the rain in a fucking storm right after the tornado when we went up to Kentucky to meet with him. And I know he had it out. I saw pictures of it out frozen in ice and all kinds of shit. And it took a couple years, and it finally kind of stopped working. Something happened where it ceased finally. But I mean, Bear did a pretty good job trying to kill that fucking thing. Bob's 8353 likes EcoFlow. Yeah, Scully loves EcoFlow too. Scully has the EcoFlow and the mini split AC unit that goes with it. But I think you're good with all of them. Jackery is apparently a good product, but the customer service. Yeah, I even tagged them. I tagged them and called them out on that too. I get it. I get it. My customer service is probably the worst. SOE cards for all your shotguns, right on. Just got back from a hunting trip. Poop XL help. What were you hunting, dude? What were you hunting? We just made a fanny pack today. There's a video. I think the video's out on the last full build. Cody wanted to run the little fanny pack, but have it open all the way like our FUPA does. And he wants to run it crossbody with a 365 or a 43X in there, and then 2 or 3 mags on the flap as it opens. So we rebuilt that today and have it functioning now, and it works. It's not going to have shoulder straps or anything. It's just a small fanny pack, but we made it open all the way. EcoFlows don't work in the rain, but 100 pounds of rice fixed it. Good info. Good info. My customer service is AAA. Perfect. Ask my customers. Josh, what's up, dude? Josh Swinney, Leatherman. What did Josh ask? Hunting people. Josh. I don't see where Josh... No, maybe let me switch over to live chat here. We have EcoFlow and are excited to test its stain at lamppost. Oh, I think it's going to work fucking incredible for you guys until the day, like any of them, right? The day that it stops working is going to be a problem, right? Let's have shit that just works so we don't have to use customer service. Got shipping on Woodland 1 quarts bandolier promo. Nice. We still ship. There's promo shit from 6 months ago shipping every day. John's emails are the shit. Have you seen the crazy wide Juki machines? Yeah, they're called long arm machines. They've been out there a long time. They even have like class 7 machines that are long arms like that. I know a guy that actually cuts them in half and lengthens them also. They're definitely out there. A lot of people want a lot of money for them, but they typically sell for lower money in local markets because people don't have a need for them. I had 2 class 7 machines, which have a 4 by 8 foot table. Picture the sewing machines we use that are about 4 times the size. And they're for sewing parachutes and stuff, for harnesses. They'll sew through a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood. They'll sew through quarters and pennies. They'll sew straight up your arm into your forearm. And they don't sew thread, they sew cord. And they have a needle is about the size of a ballpoint pen cartridge. I had 2 of them because I got them for free. We never used them, not once. I had one stacked on the other one in the corner, and where I could put 4 by 8 sheet of 4 by 8 tables, I could put 2 more sewing machines. So they didn't. We had them for a couple years, never used them. I would use them now for a few things. I saw. Where did that go? I just saw. Scott's Wall. There we go. Long arms are pretty rad if you've got it. Yeah, a need in space. That's it exactly, man. Any thoughts on tail bag for Norton 901 adventure bike? I don't know what a Norton 9... Isn't the 901, isn't that the KTM bike, the big one? I don't have any thoughts on a tail bag for it. Not that we couldn't do it or adapt it somehow. Any gym bags? Yeah, we've got gym bags cut. I think we have this. Mine is Woodland. I know they aren't hot items. I wasn't even aware we had orders for Woodland. I know we've got multicam black red ones and multicam. Cody will have all of those, and when they cut them, they'll cut them all at the same time. If they're not already cut somewhere. Just plugged in my second bar tacker. That's nice, dude. Is your bar tacker having a second one now? Are you bringing a second person on to run simultaneous, or is it do a different, is it set up in a different direction, or does it do something different? And your tacker, you just push a button, right? It'll change. It'll do different shit on it. It's a programmable tacker. Different work clamps and got it. How impossible would it be to make a color a searchable field? Just seeing what you have in multicam. I don't know I don't know what it would take, but it's going to take more than Amanda and I are going to put into it to make it happen right now. And Matt, it doesn't matter because you're going to search what's available in multicam, and it's going to let you order a bunch of shit in multicam Tropic that we don't have anyways. The inventory is not controlled and locked on tons of those items. As we add new products to the website, there's the common colors, and then there's a custom option. And the custom option costs considerably more, but it allows you to order any weird shit you want. And we generally run those a lot quicker as those one-offs. Where would you recommend getting Cordura fabric from a hobbyist looking to the internet? Just search it, Jersey. The internet. Rocky Woods is a good one. Camo Depot. But like, you're going to pay, buying a yard, you're going to pay twice as much per yard as buying. You might even pay 3 times as much. But if you just look around, search 500 denier Cordura or 1,000 denier Cordura, you're going to find that you don't even have to buy it as a hobbyist. Like, there's some companies out there that have the bread and butter, like black and coyote and normal colors, that you can just, you know, and they'll cut you a couple yards of it. A lot of them will sell you just a few yards. 265s in the living room, SOE live on one. OG Red. I was watching Red Dawn yesterday. I had Red Dawn playing while I was sewing. Yeah, eBay, Amazon. You can check eBay. eBay definitely has Cordura and stuff on there all the time. I buy weird shit off of eBay, material-wise. Rocky Woods has great prices for low end. Yeah, I don't know about great prices, but compared, like, if you just get to where, if you're like, man, I'm always using this Woodland, or I'm always using multicam, buy a roll of it. All the dudes selling it to you for $32 a yard, they're buying a roll of it. You can buy the same place. American Plastic. Man, I went through American Plastics. I didn't find a lot on there, and their prices are really fucking high for webbing. Does the FUPA have the Velcro on the back to work? The FUPA dangler does. The FUPA dangler does. You can put these tourniquet pouches on there. On the back of the dangler, you can put this on under the micro rig. You can put it on the side of the micro rigs. You can also put it where your flap that holds your cummerbund, you can put it to the side or under there. Jersey Dawn, are you watching my full build videos? I think I'm over 100 of them on how to build a product. And there's, like, you got to watch them, unfortunately. You might see one and you're like, I don't want to build that. Man, there are tips and pointers in every one of those. Unfortunately, you have to spend an hour to find it. To find that nugget you need, but there's something in every one of those videos. American Plastics is who made my cam buckles with my logo. Oh, that's fucking cool, Scott. I got a place in Vietnam that does fucking amazing work. Really nice, like machined aluminum spring gates and stuff and hardware. If you can, you know, use outside of the United States, if you're willing to use that product. Have you ever built gear with Desert Night camo? Yeah, we did a subgun mic. I have some Desert Night camo sitting over here. And there's a lot of history and just us just talking back. And Cody has started being on in a lot of the videos too. So there's a lot of talk and banter and just because he'll say something that'll spur me or Brandel or Scully, and we'll just have a whole conversation about something I didn't intend to even have. It didn't even have in my head. Another cool radio besides the Baofeng DM32 Radtel. Right on. Right on. What does it do that the other ones do not? The big thing with that DM32 is it works through my steel building when none of my other radios do. Does the Cordura hold up if stored for a decade, or does it? No, it should not break down unless it's exposed to some kind of chemical, perhaps. Basically, I'm asking if a roll in 10 to 20 years, it will say, yeah, it would. Yeah. I've not seen any degradation. You see, like on European military surplus has like that rubbery coating. You'll see that stuff kind of start to booger up and kind of become tacky. I saw that a lot on like my older North Face gear. I had like some big wall bags and a couple, like I used to, in San Diego, we had a North Face outlet. So I would go to Carlsbad, like I had fucking everything North Face. Like I had helicopter ski suits with lift harnesses. I mean, everything, the whole entire Steep Tech line. I had all that shit. A lot of that North Face gear, every now and then I see it when I'm digging through something still. Their bags are great, man. They've got all kinds of folded tubular and custom webbing. It's not tubular. It's like a flat polypro webbing, but it's scalloped, right, for slotting beaners and gear racks and stuff onto. But a lot of their material has like got tacky and shit. I've even got I have quite a bit actually of technical clothing that's delaminated, which it really bums me out. Like I have a Tad Gear Predator jacket, and the hood has it came off. I mean, you could fix it with heat activated iron on stuff, and we can make it work. But just the fact that it has a couple hours of use on it, and it's just been kept inside a bag, and you pull it out, and it's just fucking come undone. Do you have antique surgical saw? Yeah, I have several of them. I have some from the Civil War even. I just seen one for sale on Marketplace. Thanks. I see pretty frequently the box, and it comes with the saws and all of the knives and all that shit. Now, a lot of them will be missing one or two things. I know a guy that deals specifically in that, and he deals in old-time thermometers and barometers, and he also has those the planets, on the chain, and you crank it and they rotate around the solar system stuff. He does those too. This one has replaceable blades, right on. I would hope that Cordura will hold up 10. Well, as a matter of fact, like, I don't even know why I went off about Cordura, maybe holding. We have Cordura out there right now that's 30 years old, built into products, and there's nothing to delaminate. Like, if anything, the new Corduras are going to be lesser, right? Because they just switched over, and everything is now no PFAS, right? All that stuff that was bad for you probably made the product way fucking better. CB low band, upper, high, side band as well. Oh, that's cool. So it's got a Citizens band all built into it, huh? So it's like with the digital and the analog, but that's cool. Definitely will look into Vietnam gear. Like some of your best offshore product is manufactured in Vietnam. All of the rain gear and like technical gear that REI sold for the last decade is all coming out of Vietnam. We collect old Coleman. That's Coleman, and the stoves too, man. And other gas-powered camping appliances, old technology but reliable stuff. That's cool, dude. I love it. I always look at that stuff at flea markets and stuff. And you like the old pumps and stuff. You can take that leather and rehydrate it or re-oil it and get it to still work and stuff. I have a few backpacks where the inside of the material is tacky. Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, could you just take a bed sheet or something and just place it against it, or even in Alice packs and stuff, right? For like any like amphibious reconnaissance or any amphibious operation stuff, nothing goes in that Alice pack. Everything goes in a dry bag inside the Alice pack. And they've got, I mean, nowadays you have companies like Watershed and Sea to Summit and stuff like that. And those are great. But even like back in the day, gas mask, waterproof sacks and shit like that. or even a fucking trash bag, a contractor 70-gallon trash bag, and just, you know, you should have some of those anyways with you. And then none of that shit even touches it. Gas power to iron. Nice, nice. We used to see, because we go to antique stores all the time, and you're like, what is this thing? And then finally you find something, and you're like, or you find out what it is, and you're like, oh, I see those all the time. Like, we used to see these things, and they were soldering irons. And they looked like torture pokers. You know, they'd be great for torturing people or interrogating people. But it's a soldering iron. You used to have to put it in coals or over a fire to be able to solder with it. Or curling irons, right? The curling irons, you have to put them over a gas stove or heat them over a fire or something, you know. And then you get them too hot and it actually fucking melts your hair. Special operation kit for delaminating jackets, etc. Nick Wax wash and waterproofer. Excellent. Lifestyle Outdoors on YouTube has a good video. Hey, good information, man. Let me check that out. I appreciate it. Where did that go? There we go. Nick Wax. Gotcha. FUPA or XL for EDC. Throwing in extra AR mags for going to the range and scouting. Also wearing back hunt. The FUPA XL is bigger. So are you saying one or the other, or are you asking that as a question? The FUPA XL is think the difference between carrying a Glock 17 and some of your shit, and you're not going to put a Desert Eagle or a Mark 23 like SOCOM pistol in the standard FUPA. The FUPA XL will hold that with some extra shit. So if you want to carry a pistol and extra mags, you're definitely going to have more room in the XL. Nick Wax has specific stuff for Gore-Tex, different materials. Right on. What kind of headsets are... Oh, I forgot I even had these. So I used Dre Beats forever, and for the most part, you can't get them anymore. They're selling refurbs on Amazon occasionally you can find. And the refurb is just a returned merchandise. They probably never even were used. These are some clones. These are $15. I actually like these in some aspects better. I have to have this. I have some earbuds. I finally got some, and I can't use those motherfuckers. When I just touch them, they'll turn on my audiobook and it'll sit and run for an hour without me even knowing. You have to put them back in the box, the charger box, for them to basically or you have to go through the bullshit of disconnecting all your shit. These don't do that. There's no like little, just tap it and they start. I can push this and it will start. And then I have up and down volume here, whereas on the real Beats it's over here, and this thing always came apart and broke all the time. They don't have the bass that the Dre Beats had. But in a couple days, your ears will adapt to them, and you won't realize that the sound. If you had these on and then put the others on, you would think the sound is way better. These are $15. It takes some searching to find these on Amazon. We just set up, apparently I had it, Amanda had set it up a year or so ago. We have a list and some categories on our Amazon store. I just added like 30 more items tonight and then hit submit, and apparently Amazon has to approve it or something. So I'm sure any time, so I'll make some lists on like electronics and just EDC type shit that, and it's all also, at least the way I mean, there might be some other way to set it up, but the way we're setting it up is only items we have purchased. So the only items we're actually populating that page with recommended items are items that are verifiably through our order category. So if there's something we're not just putting it on there, you'll actually know that it's some shit we actually own. Gassing is also very common in the vintage guitar world. Brandel, what up? I'm never impressed with the hypersensitive touch spot on the, yeah, and these fucking things, they're cool. They're OD green in the little box and shit, but you tap here and it does something, and you double tap and it does something, and then you tap tap or tap tap tap. But I literally take them off to talk to somebody. I'll literally turn whatever I'm on off, you know, pause the video, pause the book or whatever, and set them down. And then I'll walk back 30 minutes later and I'll hear, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're fucking playing. 30 minutes from home. I did not have a ribeye tonight. I had a fucking big burger with jalapeno jelly relish on it, a shitload of bacon, cheddar cheese, and a fried egg. That's what I had for dinner. From Country Western. We sat on the patio for the first time this year. The last Tuesday chat. Scott's, what are we talking about? Middle East, New Jersey. If you're running a social media page right now and you're saying Iran or Israel, your shit's definitely throttled back and fucking demonetized. My tinnitus is so bad I use bone conducting headphones. Does that change it, Jason? How's it sound? I know that I know Lewis likes those. I saw somebody was asking Josh about something he'd asked, but I never could find the comment. I have some black web branded ones from Walmart, and they are pretty good for 20 bucks. What are we talking about? It's very helpful, WebDad. I currently have a Glock 17 TLR1 in my FUPA XL with extra mags and stuff in a mesh pocket. Nice. Those earbuds were amazing back in the day. The Dre Beats, man, I still have Dre Beats. Like you remember when you had old Oakleys and eventually the arms would go super like tacky and gooey on there? That's what all those Dre Beats are doing. They're like, it's almost like they're delaminating. The glues and the adhesives are coming apart in them. I've got some Solomon shoes, brand new in the boxes, 10 years old. And I go off of how long we've been in the building, right? It's probably longer than 10 years now. But every now and then I'll take a brand new pair of shoes out. And the speed lace piece on them, it rips off. They break off, and the glues and shit in there just fail over time on product, old stock, brand new. Send you an Amazon link, Amanda. I'm a headphone guy after years of earplugs. I can't stand anything. Yeah, I could totally see it sounds probably way better too. Two huge grass-fed sharp cheddar cheeseburgers, proper hot sauce. Nice, nice. So you know this thing's pretty neat. It's a tiny little ratchet, and it's even way cooler, more points because it's black, right? And it'll fit all your 1/4-inch bits. Comes with this. And this, the cool thing about this is it's flat, so it fits right in the Leatherman or your multi-tools. And you can use this as an extender, right? So you can do this, right? You can also do it the other way and then have more leverage. You can use this as a bit bar, you can use that, or you can connect the two. I think the rubber compound just breaks down. I think so too. Oh yeah, absolutely, elastic does. Elastic is what? It's rubber. It eventually is going to dry rot or fail. But it's weird. We have used the same elastic for 30 plus years now. Jeff has kept shotgun cards, 8-round, 16-round cards, loaded in his attic, in the trunks of his vehicles. The same ones I made in Oceanside, right? So we're talking 25 years right now. And then other guys have the shotgun cards from 5 years ago, and you'll just see them like rotted out. And what it typically is they have some exposure to some kind of chemical. Something has off-gassed. It's not the product. It's not the raw good. It's just where that dude had those particular cards. Footwear made with Kevlar, getting much better. Black drivers matter. Yeah, I just think they look cool, man. I'm using bone conductor headset right now, and the audio is great. Nice, Calvin. FUPA danglers coming in XL2. I have a lot of FUPA danglers right now. Do you have a color preference you want to check on? I like Solomon Force. I do too. All the ones I've had are super aggressive triangle-shaped lugs, and those wear. Yeah, so Solomons are not meant for walking around on the street. They're not meant They are a trail running shoe, and they break down because the rubber compound is a soft rubber. They are doing exactly what, that's why they fucking work so well. Coyote danglers, let's go look. If this dies, it's XJ's fault. If this stalls out, guys, just give me a second and I'll switch network and it'll be back up and running. Had to subscribe back when I was on your live stream for the first time. Asked that wallet that you get from my cards, and you said don't, just put it in your pocket. I don't know what we're talking about. Are we live still? Fupa dangler right there. Black, woodland, stack of multicam. Stack of multicam black. There's a black one. If you want normal food, those are all XLs. Fupa danglers down here. I got Brown Man, I got IX, I got Woodland, I got OD, I got purple, black, splatter, multicam, and multicam black. Order the new shirt. We love you guys, Stan. Thank you, Neil. That is this shirt here. Right there. Where the cat, oh man, when I started this video, the cats were up my ass. It was driving me fucking nuts. That's this shirt. It's got Battleship Gray. United States Navy vessel, Fupa XL dangler. Yeah, I like them. They're big. I'm not a big dude. And it's this versus this. So edge to edge. So you're probably another 3 inches. Height wise the same, depth wise the same. It's just wider. I need a black BBD with. You want that, Brandel? I'll set it aside for you right now. Amanda put BBD bags in the video text tonight, and we're gonna drop that full-length video on Friday. Bro, I don't even see any black BBD. I had a stack of them too. We can have them tomorrow. We can run some. Is the BBD bag the same size as the mini pack? No, it's a completely different bag too. Do you have a mini pack, Brandon? You do, right? The one in the pod. You can have the one in the podcast room then. Oh, you know what? I have 3 of them set up. That's where the other ones went. So, BBD bag is this right here. And you can tell how big this is because we know these palace columns are 1.5 inches, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12. And you can figure out height-wise typically if it's on spec, 1 inch and then an inch gap, and then 1 inch and an inch gap, right? So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 7 tall, 12 wide, and it'll go at about 3 inches wide, right? Seam to seam, we're about 3, but you could easily, depending how what you put this in, because the material will move, we could go 4 or 4.5 wide, if that makes sense. Do I have a full-time pattern guy? No, I'm the prototype guy that does all this stuff, and then Cody, when I'm like, hey, cut patterns for this. We've made this. A lot of times I'll make it, and then I'll have Cody cut 1 or 2 of them and give it to production. And the way they sew it together will come out a little different than me, so we'll adjust patterns to how they want it, and then we'll cut hard patterns, or it'll go programmed into the laser. BBD is nice because I like the BBD way better because of the clamshell. I've said that 1,000 times. Will the mini pack side pouches work? Anything will work with the side of these, right? It's just what you want your side pouches to do. The mini pack side pouches are what? 2 columns? They'll fit here. Whereas the 6x6, you could put 2 6x6s here, or we make a 6x12 that'll cover all of it. You'll see them in the video. We set 3 bags up, 1 for gun shit, 1 for tools and automotive, like overland kind of stuff, and then I had 1 just as how I actually used it. It was a bag that I carried for a couple years, and you will see that I can put a MacBook. I can't put this MacBook Pro in there, not this 17, but I can put a 13 in there with a bunch of shit and my mini drone and the controller. How could I set a BBD bag as a crossbody? You absolutely can. The BBD bag is this. Let me show you with a strap on it. This is your BBD bag. Handle on the back side. The only thing that makes it the back side is the handle. You could have it be the front. You got a handle. You have a removable shoulder strap. You can totally take it off. So, crossbody bag. Are we talking just like this? Just like that. Let me get one that's loaded so you can kind of see a little better. We've not shown all of this, not that it's anything secret. I was waiting until we had all the BBD bags, or a bunch of them done. That's why the video's been loaded since Friday, but we haven't published the video because I wanted to have the bags ready to go. So this is the first BBD bag I ever made. And you can tell a lot of times when I build shit to auction or for myself, I don't travel on a lot of the pals, right? Or at least where I color them in, I don't. I just think it looks nicer. It's a lot more labor that way. So this bag here, I found it when I was putting shit up for sale on Quick Ship the other night. And I was gonna sell it off. When I opened it up, there was still a bunch of shit inside. So these mesh pockets I had in there. And I had a couple hard drives and cables. I had cables in there for phones I don't even have. That's how long this thing's been sitting there. And then this fits perfectly inside. This will hold 4 mags or whatever, but I like using these PALS ones just because you can put all your EDC shit on there. And if you're carrying, like Scully uses this, he carries a 1911 on one side with pistol mags and a light, and then on the other side he's got 4 mags. And that can kind of make some noise or rub, and he carries this in the middle just as a buffer. You can actually put 2 of these in here with 8 mags. And then I've got also inside here, let me just show you this way, I guess. Inside here also, I've got the drone and the controller. The drone's got, I can't put, with all this shit in here, well, I had more, I probably could now. The mini drone, the 4 minis and 5 minis and stuff, the charge block holds 3 batteries. I couldn't put all of that quite in here with the charge block with the 3 batteries, but I could totally put the 3 batteries in here without them in the charger. And that's this, right? So, and I could adjust it down, but that it's pretty good size, right? It's 7 by 12. Do you want to carry that as a crossbody? I don't know. But could I? Yeah, I absolutely could. Now here's the same bag. That's with 2 6x6s on the face. And it's not quite balanced because it's unloaded right now. But that's with 4 rifle mags on the other side, it balances out. Now on the inside, again, there was a Glock, 2 mags, a light. Again, EDC items in that pouch. You can put 4 mags, 4 M4 mags in here, and he had 4 more mags here. So you could set this up with 16 M4 mags inside the bag. 4 in a card, 4 in a card, and 8 loose, or 4 and 4. You could also put 4 CQB mags on one side, that's 8 more mags, and 4 CQBs on the other, and that's 8 more. So you can put 32 M4 mags on this thing. I don't know why you would, but you can. And I always say that, I always qualify that statement with, to give you an idea of size. Because I think anybody at all following this account and anybody who has any use or want for this gear knows what an M4 mag looks like, right? And I know that you guys all have at least a dozen of them. So if I go, this thing is 3 M4 mags by 2 high, you can stack those on the table and see what those look like. It's a unit of measurement that everybody fucking knows. I know there's a lot of guys like, I have an 8-inch dick, and your chick's like, no, you have a 3-inch dick. But everybody knows what a fucking M4 mag is. Yeah, it's got to be 10 years old, you're right. No problem. Sling bag is basically the BVD bag with a triangle sling strap. No problem. The sling bag is basically BVD bag with a triangle. Are you talking about my sling bag? My sling bag is closer to a mini pack. When we made the mini pack in actuality is the sling bag pattern set that's twice as fat. And the reality is that the sling bag is the bolt bag. What's an M4? Are you fucking with me? Ooh, what's an M4? It's a, isn't that the shitty car BMW made that nobody wanted, or was that the M3? Any Typhon Toxic BBD? Not right now, but we can do them. I think I have some rolls of Typhon. When killing jihadists, do you prefer tomahawks or... I prefer tomahawks, the manual kind. Would most jihadists have AIDS? No, because they just fuck sheep and goats. So you probably don't have to worry about getting their bodily fluids on you. 32 is a proper load for any good party. New Milwaukee battery. That's a lot of work, John. What are we talking about? The tomahawk? I've spilled a lot of my own blood with a fucking tomahawk. What's the mesh pouch without the Velcro? Oh, those are just the mesh pockets that are PALS backed. That's just these. PALS backed M4 mags. And then to see it right here, it's these right here. So it's just your mesh pocket, right? This is a large one. And instead of Velcro, it's PALS backed. Now your channels on the side are a little narrower than the others. These are 1.5 inches. A malice clip will still fit through there, but like items you're gonna put something skinnier there on the side. But this just gives you an idea that it's great for holding shit with clips. And they're going to be contained in the bag, so they're already, secure inside there. What am I fucking catching on here? And then this is a little Sabenza, little Chris Reeves Sabenza, and you can get them with Damascus and carbon fiber. They're like a Lego. There's tons of guys that make aftermarket parts for these. Same with Benchmates. And then this is just a $4 light from Walmart. I liked it just because you can hot swap it. It runs on AAA's. Which is good. And then when you buy it, they're like, would you like to buy the $6 warranty for the $4 light? So it just gives you an idea. There's tons of shit that we can put down in these slots that you're going to carry in the bag, but don't have to be inside the pocket. When you put something inside the pocket, typically I'm going to carry the small mesh pockets because almost everything I carry will fit in this. The only time I would want to use this is when something wouldn't fit in this. But when I put a bunch of shit in here, it ends up falling over anyways, and then I got to dig through it, where most of it will stay upright, limited side to side in this. Unless you're putting, like, you can put 4 M4 mags in here, and it takes almost all the inside volume. This will hold 2 500 and 2 1000 IV bags also. These will hold a 500 bag, these will hold 2 1,000 IV bags side to side, which is actually why they're this size. We specifically made these pockets for the Navy for saline bags originally. And then we built everything from there forward off of those dimensions, either 6 or 12. Like every bag we make, we'll take 2 of those across, or 1 large and 1 small. That's why the large tool bag is the size it is. That's why this normal tool bag is the size it is. The medical backpack. Every bag we make that is Velcro lined works with those pockets. Like our day packs, they work with 2 small, or 1 large, or 2 in 1 on every wall. You can fit a ton of Pop-Tarts. A2 is okay. I prefer BCM or B5. I do like X95, and also, I don't know what we're talking about. AR-15s? What the fuck are we talking about there? T7, TS2. I don't know what any of that is, Larcom. I heard all the munitions used in Iran were slathered in bacon grease before you use it. I mean, it's possible. There's all kinds of shit happening on those flight decks. But the 3-inch mag holds 30 rounds. What's the mesh pouch? Okay, have we answered all the questions here? Gun nerd shit. Okay. I was responding to EP's Big Adventure. Got it. He knows exactly what you're talking about too. This magnet? This is fucking, there's a fucking magnet in there. Man, I'm so entertained by the simplest things. What's an M4? I used an A2 and grew up and identified as, oh, I see what we're doing there. Okay. A bag with all 3, X95, X7, and a TS12 is weight worth carrying. Muscle memory. What is a TS12? I don't know what that is. Is that like a mortar tube or something? The laser is so... You have a laser? You got a IWI shot. Okay. You got a badass laser. You have fucking quite the shot, man. Gotta finish tax slavery. Yeah, you do. Get an account, buddy. I know you don't want to spend the money on that accountant, but that accountant will make you the money. And give you some standoff. Did Ilhan Omar just commit treason? Okay, so Eye Patch McCain, he's out. Excommunicated. The black dude that's holding the sign that says black people are not monkeys or whatever the fuck it said, or not for rent or whatever, he's out. Ratchet, fucking the black chick, she's out. Brandon Herrera, he's in. Kind of. He didn't win by over 50%, so he won the preliminary, but it looks like he's going to go to Congress. Yeah, Crenshaw's out. Fuck him. He seemed awesome in the beginning. And you know what's weird? All these fucking YouTube content creators, he didn't win his race. He won the primary. Brandon Herrera won the primary, but he didn't get over 50%, so it has to go to the next round. But you know what nobody's saying about Dan Crenshaw getting kicked out of there, getting voted out? Nobody's bringing up all that bullshit with Sean Ryan. Like, I suspect Sean Ryan putting all that forward-facing kind of fucking fucked Dan Crenshaw up. And none of them were putting those two together. I also think where you saw those air crewmen shot down, Jeff saw another angle. I didn't see it. So every F-15 has 2 pilot or 2 people in the jet, right? when you saw them come up to that dude like they were going to hit him with the pipe and shit, until he said, "I'm American," and they're like, "You're American? Okay, everything's good, right?" I think they thought those dudes were Israeli. I think they thought that the possibilities those were Israeli pilots, and that's why they're going to hit them. Now another one that I didn't see, because there was 3 sets shot down, right? They took one of them, stuffed him immediately in a trunk, and threw him in a car. Cousin's an F-15 pilot. Nice. Persuade her with all-you-can-eat rice and bananas. Oh, are you talking about Ilhan Omar? Talk to me about the war belts. Looking to redo my belt rig. Padded belt is what you need. You can't buy one. I don't have one. Anybody on here have one? They're pretty badass. My intention is actually to build some shortly here. Brandon's video on his street sweeper is funny. I just like Brandon Herrera. It's because the parachutes look like Iranian flags from. Oh, okay. You think that's what's up? Okay. Glad finally some of the turds are being. I Patch McCain will go. Yeah, he'll go to Fox, along with Crockett. I'm sure they'll have a nice long relationship. Ratchet Crockett. You know, she went to like Ivy League schools. I believe her parents, one of or both white. I think. I'm not positive on that. Went to tennis lessons and country club and raised amongst, all the wealthy. But as soon as she got in, she just turned in, like flipped that switch and went fucking, hood rat. It's all a show. She is not like that. That's not really her. His video on will mud work versus thermal, like it did for Arnold in Predator, was really good. Nice. Hey, quick ship Coyote NSW rig in 1000. Quick ship NSW MWS Mookie. The Pals Mookie War rigs. I have 2 of them. They have some rodent damage on them. They have a little mouse chewing on them. Is that what we're talking about? The Pals Mookie War lights. I got a Blackhawk duty belt and it served me well. I need to get an SOE duty belt. Yeah, I got it. We do those. Dean, you're gonna have to order one. We don't ever have them just sitting here. If you order it, it'll get made up. She's such a clown. Yeah. I have 2 of them, Norihiko. They're both have a little chewing on them. A little fraying. Yeah, he's a fucking multimillionaire. That dude's fat money. 32 multicam padded belt. Do you like it, Sully? I'm only sad Brandon won because he will be too busy to. Yeah, on the unsubscribe part. Pierre, what up? What's up? How are your people? Dude, what the fuck is up with In-N-Out? In-N-Out's been in Tennessee open for like 6 months now. The wait is 4.5 hours still. That was this weekend. 4.5 hour wait. Tim Walz was in Congress getting grilled on the fraud in Minnesota. I'm sure it was. I need shotgun solutions. You need a 12 gauge micro rig or a cop rig. So did Brandon win? Yes and no. Brandon won the primary, but he didn't win by a full 50%, so it has to be voted on in the second round now. But it looks like he's got it. You just left In-N-Out? 10-minute wait? No, nobody's been charged with fraud. Nobody's been hung for any of the Epstein shit. Don't let politics fool you from the fact that Hector is building 3 Honda Civic. I love it. I like seeing that on Instagram all the time. He was playing the idiot card really well. I mean, I don't think he's playing. I don't think he's playing at all. Second round. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Any updates on Cop Rig in Coyote? I don't have any Coyote yet. Your website shows option for color, but not selectable. You want to order one? I'll make it so you can order it. I don't have one. I do have green ones that could ship to you tomorrow right now. We just did green ones, and we just did woodland ones. My In-N-Out in Utah is, I'll bet it is. It's because Mormons don't eat hamburgers. There's no trampoline in the parking lot of the In-N-Out. If Brandon wins, do you think it will affect his part in the... so I don't know about that. I think that Brandon's going to get in there and he's one dude. And he's going to figure out that it's really even fucking way more fucked than he thinks it is. I walked in and said, do you know who I am? I know John Willis. They said, sir, right this way, and gave me a great burger with shit fries. Scully's like, oh, I found a place that's just as good, Five Guys. I went to Five Guys when we first moved here, and people said it was like In-N-Out. It is not. You'll order one of the OD ones, or you want me to make it so you can order a Coyote one? That's a question. Answer that, and we'll get this done here. Canes in Jackson. No, it's not. Are you talking about fucking Raising Canes? We're going to sell one thing and one thing only. We're going to sell you a fucking chicken strip, and you get 10 different options of goo to put on it. Trump won't endorse Brandon. Canes is gross. There we go. I got a local Berber joint that still cooks the fries in real beef tallow. Nice. I really like the padded belt. I have the full jungle kit on it, plus your iFact. Nice, nice. We have a stack of, I think, 70 some Rallymans that were cut yesterday in Woodland, with pistol and without. I have Woodland butt packs about to be made somewhere. I have Woodland H harnesses that have started sewing already right now. And I have Woodland 1 quarts that finished up just the other day. Coyote right-hand cop rig. I'll add it right now so you can order it. I need you to know we don't have it right now. But you order it. Yeah, they're both at 0. Interesting. I wonder why those turned off. But that will generate an order, and we will put those in motion. Committed. Unavailable. That means they're in boxes. That's why. Okay. Save. All right. There's one in inventory. Go get it right now before somebody else does. I did go to a faux place in Jackson. I dig the vibe. Yeah, it's a fucking nightclub, man. Every time we're in there, she's like, who do your nails? I do nails. I'll do your nails. Like, she tells Amanda that all the time. I'm like, can you just come rub my back while I eat Vietnamese food? Yeah, thanks for the order. C.S. Merleys. I'm sure I'm slaying your name. We lean toward Culver's and Whataburger. Isn't that Whataburger I went to, Brandel, in Nashville? That place was fucking disgusting. Like, they don't even put anything on the burger. Like, you have to order the burger with shit on it. Yeah, I'll pass on that. I'll bet you like a bologna sandwich too, with like just bologna and 2 pieces of just fucking plain bread. If you want hot chicken, go to Hattie B's. What's the one Bob Lester likes? Is it Hattie B's? I think it's Hattie B's. We were trying to figure that out today. Whataburger is amazing if you were drunk. We had Fuddruckers. We also had TGIF in San Diego. Special Operations Kit. Get the In-N-Out secret menu before you go. That's right. The gas station by O'Reilly's has pretty good fried chicken. There's a very unique smell to this. I think it's cutting fluid. You know, you can use cutting fluid to knock people out with. What you want? What you want? I do for you. I do for you. I do you. And that's what. Yeah, I like that lady. She's cool. Fuddruckers was great back in the day. My dad. Yeah, when we didn't know any better. For a special treat. Now Jesse. It's like, you want a special treat? Can you show what it looks like under the Cop Rigs tear-off med pouch? It looks like a fucking piece of Velcro with 2 harnesses. Do you have a compact tear-off med pouch? It looks just like that. Let me go get one. Looks like this, or like this, right? So this unclips, this tears off. Looks like this. It is basically all the shit we put on a vertical panel, but instead of the panel, it's sewn on this panel. This here is called a compact tear-off med pouch. And it has all of this extra Velcro on here because you can load this up very thin. You can put like a 4-inch bandage, some H&H gauze, or a couple of Z-fold quick clot and go like this. Or you can put a 6-inch bandage and a couple of Z-fold quick clot and a couple of H&H bandages and 2 chest seals, and now it's considerably larger, but it will still fit here in the cradle. That's why you got all this extra webbing, and it will Velcro in place and cinch down and cam, the buckle will cam properly. And that's OD, and that's Woodland, and I have probably 6 of each of them we can ship tomorrow. Multicam with red thread mini pack. Multicam or multicam black? Forget burger joints. Can I get a decent taco where they don't boast they use Taco Bell sauce? Ed, we have a legit taco truck here in town. The family is from Tijuana. I ordered, we had lunch Monday and Tuesday from there, and it's very good. Smoked bologna is the goat. Yeah, Jason's smoked bologna is good. The barbecue place out past our old house in Cedar Lakes, on the way to Paris on the left there, right out of town, is really good. Really good. It's Jason's meat. He'll send you some ball sack pictures. I'm thinking about the mini shotgun rig or the cop rig, leaning towards the cop rig. You want to carry more? Like the shotgun rig has 2 12-gauge pull-out tray pouches. The cop rig has 3. Cop rig has dedicated medical, whereas the 12-gauge rig has a utility pocket, which has more utility to it. You can take the inner cards out of the cop rig and put 3 ARs, and then have 18 rounds of shotgun, 6, 6, and 6 on the face. Cop rig, because a lot of law enforcement vehicles are carrying both a shotgun and an M4, they reply to a situation at the mall, whatever mission dictates. They're going to take one long gun, not the other, but they're going to have ammunition for both loaded on that rig. Current favorite is Guatemala food truck, mostly because they have fried plant. Dude, go to Texas de Brazil. Go to a Brazilian barbecue this weekend. You'll love it. Sorry, the caps don't know why that did that. I found a place that sells all beef bologna logs. I'm going to smoke that. Nice. Nice. Get the cop rig. You can carry 3 PMags. If you carry PMags, right? If that's what you're doing. You like the capacity of the cop? Well, I'd go with the cop rig then. Maybe we'll go that this weekend. We'll go to Texas de Brazil, Amanda. Remind me not to order. I just need the salad bar. When you go to, if you've not been to a Brazilian steakhouse like Fuga de Chao, we go to one in Atlanta. Texas de Brazil, there's one in Nashville. And all of those places have a private room. So if you've got 20 to 30 people, you can do a private room. But the salad bar, they have all kinds of smoked meats. They've got all kinds of like tropical fruits. All kinds of smoked meat and stuff. You could go do just the salad bar and completely be happy with it. You could be completely stuffed off the salad bar. All kinds of olives and cheeses, and it's just great. Did you guys do Pulling the Thread? And we did. Yeah, we had you on there. We saw all your stuff. We replied to it. We sure did. There's a Texas Day in Huntsville. Yeah, there's one in San Diego. There's one in Huntsville. We have a Fuga de Chao, Oklahoma City. Yeah, I enjoy them, man. Anytime we roll into Atlanta, we always eat at Fuga de Chao the first night. And then we eat at the one night. And now they've got there's a Nobu there now. Is the meat good? Yeah. They call them like meat cowboys. I don't remember what the translation is. They walk around with skewers. And you just have a token or a card, and you flip it one way or the other, and they just come around and, hey, I have garlic chicken, or I have ribeye, or I have filet mignon, and they just they push it off with a big knife, and they'll just load. You just eat and eat and eat, and when you're full or you don't want any more on your plate, you just turn the token to red. Ruth Chris. The Ruth Chris is not the Ruth Chris in Atlanta was really good. The Ruth Chris in Nashville is not as good. I think the best steak around here is Capitol Grill in Memphis. Plus, Capitol Grill, again, 2 private rooms. We can go in there with a party of 10 or a party of 30. We went to Nobu in New Orleans last month. How was it? Was it as good as you remember? You can fucking spend some money at Nobu, man. I still enjoy your old school videos where you would have your staff hang out in the kitchen and cook breakfast. Glad to see you're still doing it. Thanks, man. Jeff Ruby is a good steak place down. Motherfucker, I wanted to go to goddamn Jeff Ruby, and you told me it wasn't that good, so we didn't go. You told me it was mediocre. We went to a prime seafood place in Nashville. I can't remember what it was. I had searched king crab, and they had it on the menu, so we went. And we went there. The food and the service is good though. The food was mid. The service was good. Nobu Hotel here. Where's that, Clever? In Florida somewhere. There's a Nobu Hotel in Vegas. There's actually 2 Nobus in Vegas, but one's right. The hotel is attached to the restaurant there. Favorite steak is made at home. Yeah. Ruth Chris in Vegas was horrible. First Brazilian steakhouse experience was in Brazil. I bet that's fucking way cooler. If you ever in Tampa, Florida, Nam Sushi 54, nice. There's another real famous sushi place we go in Atlanta too. I cannot remember the name of it. It's really good. I've been there like a dozen times. They have a Thai coffee there that's really good too. Pierre, you need some more cats? I got some kittens here. Oh, the fucking iPad's about to die. We've been going for 89 minutes here. House voted 357 to 65 to block release of congressional sexual. Yeah, we should just hang all of them then. Hang them, every fucking one of them. Not no, but fuck no. What are we talking about? Oh, kittens. Kittens. I want to get rid of the one. You have one? I thought you had 2. The only thing I get at the salad bar is the chimichurri. I only get beef or lamb, no chicken. Ask for beef short rib after turning your button over. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, they'll bring you whatever you want, for sure. Yeah, wood chipper. Feet first so they remember it longer. I think it's funny how all the Asian places are like faux 33 or whatever with a number. Trying to visualize having only one. I'm trying to visualize having only one. All right, guys, I got to get off of here. Look for Pulling the Thread podcast, I don't know, tomorrow or next day if you're a member. Q&A, also, we did the Q&A. And then we will record a bunch more content on Friday. That'll all be gear related. Gator Shack in Florida serves gator meat. Every time I've had gator, it's always like highly breaded, and it's. I'm sure there's a good gator place. I just haven't been to it. Went to Ruth Chris in Vegas. International business dinner, 18 people. I wasn't impressed. No complaints, but expensive dinner, and their service was. We always have very good service. We always get really good service. The Nobu was in the Caesars Casino. Yeah, it's in the Caesars in Vegas too. Almost cheaper than eating at the tourist places. And dude, the food's fucking great, man. That Nobu black cod. Josh used to make that for me all the time. I swear, John, I threatened that cat with taking it out to your property. You should. All I have is boy cats. I got like 10 cats here. They're all boys. These two fucking little tiny kittens, boys. Soon the liberals will be chanting "Stop Asian Hate" once we move into China. Yeah, they will. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.